It was late, much later than I usually stayed awake. The house was dark and quiet, the kind of stillness that makes you feel like the world has completely stopped. I was lying in bed, my mind restless and turning over all the little worries of the day, when I heard the faint creak of the floorboard in the hallway. At first, I thought I had imagined it. The old house made sounds at night. But then, I heard it again, soft, careful footsteps. My heart started to race, a strange sense of unease sweeping over me. When I turned toward the door, I saw a shadow. My breath caught in my throat. It was my stepson, standing there, silent, staring into my room in the middle of the night. Before I tell you what happened next, let me say this: if you're new here, you need to subscribe to Life's Secret Stories. Every story we share takes you into the hidden corners of life, family, betrayal, and secrets we never see coming. If you love gripping, emotional storytelling that makes you think and feel, hit subscribe and join the community, because what I'm about to share is only the beginning. I whispered his name, startled. He stepped into the room slowly, like he wasn't sure if he should be there. My first instinct was confusion. Was he sick? Had he had a nightmare? My husband, his father, wasn't home that night. He was away on a work trip, so maybe my stepson was just scared to be alone. But the way he looked at me told me this was something else. There was no fear in his eyes, only a strange mixture of guilt and hesitation. "What are you doing here?" I asked, trying to keep my voice calm. He hesitated, then sat on the edge of the bed. My heart pounded harder. He was usually so quiet, so private. For him to come into my room at night, it had to be something serious. Finally, he spoke. "I need to tell you something. Something I can't tell Dad." His words sent a chill down my spine. I sat up, my worry now mixed with dread. What kind of secret would make him come to me in the middle of the night, when the whole house was asleep? He fidgeted with his hands, his face pale. "I overheard something about our family. About you and Dad. About why things are the way they are." My stomach twisted. What could he possibly know? He looked down, then back at me, his eyes filled with a heaviness I had never seen in someone so young. And then, in a voice barely above a whisper, he said words that shattered the fragile peace of my world. "I heard Dad talking to someone. He said, he doesn't think you'll stay. He said he has secrets he can't let you find out." I froze. My husband? Secrets? My stepson had overheard a conversation that should never have reached his ears, and now he had come to me, in the middle of the night, to share it. My mind was spinning. Could it be true? Was my marriage built on lies I had no idea about? I tried to steady myself. "Who was he talking to?" I asked carefully. He shook his head. "I don't know. It was on the phone. But it sounded serious. He said he couldn't lose both of us. He said if you ever found out the truth, everything would be over." The weight of those words pressed on my chest. My heart raced, my mind leaping through possibilities, through every unexplained late night, every hushed call, every odd look I had ignored. My stepson had unknowingly opened a door I wasn't sure I wanted to walk through. This is exactly the kind of story we explore here on Life's Secret Stories, the moments that seem ordinary until a single revelation changes everything. If you're not subscribed yet, do it now. Stories like this are too real, too raw, and too unforgettable to miss. I reached out, taking his hand, trying to give him comfort even though my own world was spinning. "Thank you for telling me," I said softly. "You did the right thing." But inside, fear and suspicion churned. If my husband was hiding something, it wasn't just his secret anymore, it was a secret that could destroy our family. The next morning, I acted as normal as I could. I made breakfast, smiled when I didn't want to, and kept my voice steady. But my eyes kept drifting to my stepson, who carried the weight of a secret too heavy for him. I knew I had to protect him, but I also knew I had to uncover the truth. Days went by with me watching, listening, noticing details I had ignored before. My husband's late-night calls. His quick excuses. His nervous glances when I asked simple questions. The pieces started fitting together in ways I didn't want them to. One evening, while he was showering, I saw his phone light up on the nightstand. The name on the screen made my blood run cold. It was my sister. My sister. The one person I trusted most. And suddenly, all the fragments came together like a storm crashing into my life. When he came out of the shower, I couldn't hold it in any longer. "Why is my sister calling you at night?" I demanded. His face drained of color, his hands froze mid-motion. And in that silence, I knew. The confrontation that followed was one of the most painful moments of my life. The truth wasn't what I expected, it was worse. He had been confiding in her, hiding things from me, telling her secrets about our marriage, things I had trusted him with, things only we should have shared. It wasn't physical betrayal, but it was betrayal nonetheless, the intimacy of trust, broken and handed to someone I loved like blood. My stepson's midnight visit had been the crack that let all the hidden truths spill out. Without him, I might never have known. But now, nothing would ever be the same. In that moment, I realized how fragile trust is, how easily secrets can shatter lives, and how sometimes, the people we love the most are the ones who break us the deepest. And that's why I tell this story here. Because these are the kinds of truths we face in silence, the kinds of moments that tear families apart in the dark of night. At Life's Secret Stories, we don't hide from them, we bring them into the light. If you want more stories that expose the hidden, the painful, the unforgettable, subscribe now. Join me, because these stories are not just mine, they belong to all of us who have felt the weight of secrets. The night my stepson walked into my room, I thought it was just a moment of fear, a child seeking comfort. But it became the night that changed everything I thought I knew about my marriage, my family, and myself. Sometimes, the truth doesn't knock politely. Sometimes, it slips quietly into your life in the form of footsteps at midnight, carrying the weight of words you're never ready to hear. And once those words are spoken, there is no going back. Subscribe to Life's Secret Stories now, because you never know which story will be the one that stays with you forever.